Yo, it's Codebreaker SI, and I'm gonna be talking about my devlog for today. So, right now, I've made a song a couple years ago, and I've kept it in my email, saved in my email throughout this years, and I wanted to see if I could implement it into the game. So that song was actually personal. Now I'm trying to see if I can actually make it so they can fit the game. Maybe not, who knows? But I'll play it after this.
So take my hand and we'll fly high like a bird at 98th Street with a burning soul like no one else will pierce through every sin. So close my eyes from all the pain and set it all away, away. Ooh. Have you ever seen what's out of my room and seen the city lights like monsoon? A million stars shimmering down the ground, but this ain't right, this ain't right. My life isn't good as it seems to be, but it's alright, it's alright. Everything's gonna be okay now, 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 now. I got my loved ones, my guiding light, walking me to my home from what it seems to be. Miles, miles away. So take my hand and we'll fly high like a bird at 98th Street with a burning soul like no one else will pierce through every sin. So close my eyes from all the pain and set it all away, away. But this ain't right, this ain't right. My life isn't good as it seems to be, but it's alright, it's alright. Everything's gonna be okay now, now.
All right. So, how was it, guys? Like, it wasn't too happy, yet it became happy at the end. Although I would say it's pretty okay. Like, it's pretty good, but I don't know if it should be implemented into the game. It wasn't planned. Although I'm keeping other songs that I have made in the past, so that way I can like implement it probably into the game, see if it fits or not. It's something that I can think about, or I can purchase some in the asset store. There is one thing that I would like to keep though. It's that monster sound instrumental that I would put in the game. It's in YouTube. You guys, if you guys want to see it, it has this artwork in it. It's the Realm of Steam. But basically, this devlog will be about Realm of Steam. And I'm going to talk about, what was it? All right, so I'm back. I remembered what I was going to be talking about. One of my devlogs, I didn't talk about how I overcome obstacles. And I've been doing this live, basically. And now I'm going to be doing this mostly probably recording. That way I can edit things and do some majestic things, like magical things, in the editing. But anyways, obstacles. What was the obstacle that I had to do for this devlog? So, the obstacle is basically stress. Stress is real. Nothing I could say would probably be, how should I say it, not realistic, but it is realistic. That didn't make sense to me actually, but it is real. Yeah. I've thought about it in the past. I've been so happy now that I think about it. I only relieve my stress using anime, and to watch anime is so relaxing. Like, it's so chill when I'm watching anime. Especially when, also I'm playing a game called Ark Survival Ascended. That's one of the things that helped me today. Also, Code Vein was yesterday. I just wanted to try it out while I'm also doing some anime Souls-like steampunk game in this scenario. So yeah, what else? So yeah, that's how I was able to overcome it today. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more into it, but because game dev. Well, sometimes I'm actually into the zone. Like, in most cases, when I'm like not into the zone, you're like, what is going on? Like, I can't think straight. I can't focus, basically. Like, there's only one way to do it. It's when you go out somewhere, you distract yourself with good things. Good things has to come if you're stressed. So, when that happens, you will either go out with your dog, which I have, my doggy here. He's sleeping right now. But yeah, his name's Darwin. Yeah, he's pretty cool. What else? Other than that, I think that's one of the things that how I overcame it. Video games, anime, and going out into the society, the public, with your dog, makes things experience, how should I say it, lively. Yeah, makes things lively actually, and relaxing, chill. Yeah. All right. So what actually happened when I was trying to make the game this week? It's still in progress, obviously, because it's an anime steampunk Souls-like game. It should take some time. Yeah, a lot of time. So I've actually thought about increasing the FPS by optimizing it. And as soon as I woke up the other day, I started optimizing it somehow. I went to YouTube and learned about the occlusion cooling, and the area of it and everything, and how to occlude things. It worked out actually. It gave me like a couple FPS, like I think it was like 20 more, 10 more. There is this weird thing that whenever I take out the world right now and put it back on, it gives me more FPS than before. So it gives me, if I were to set that into code somehow, like set it as false when set active as false. And if I were to set that with a timer, say like 1 second, and then it'll just be active again, it'll be set as true. One of the people that helped me actually optimize this was like in Game Dev League. I always go there just to chill, learn some new things. Some people are very helpful there. They helped me out on optimizing my game. It's not even released yet, but they're helping me out in some cases. But I'm mostly doing the work, so don't worry, guys. I mean, it's not wrong to have people help you, but a freebie is a freebie. Hey, it's good. Not gonna lie. So a freebie though, but I'm giving credits to those who helped me. So like one of them was Meowser. The person who helped me too was like Toast in Game Dev League. However, it was just minimal, but I learned some codes that would actually help me in this devlog. So yeah, it might be minimal, but it was pretty good. Especially the minimalness of FPS though, it's not minimal. It's actually it's a lot. It's a lot of boost though. That's why Meowser just was able to save the day whenever I made the that's his Discord name, by the way. And the other dude's name is Toast, so that's his Discord name. So I was able to make a FPS boost by just having them help me, as well as doing some of my hard work by occlusion cooling, and then what else? I figured out some kind of way that whenever I disable it and then set it active later on. What else? Another FPS boost that I've noticed is that post-processing can decrease it, but sometimes it can't. And also I decreased so right now, there was two weird things that happened, actually. I set the quality of my game in Unity to be very low. That increased the FPS, but when I started back again, had post-processing, it went down. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because I added post-processing. Usually, one of the people I was talking in Game Dev League said that post-processing shouldn't affect it, but the FPS, but it did affect in my end especially when I'm using built-in renderer. So yeah, maybe in URP, I don't know, because he does his differently, or his hardware is different than mine. But I think what happens though is, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Oh god. But anyways, FPS boost, right? Okay, so to do that, I just went and increased the FPS by changing my quality back again to high quality, and that increased my FPS by a lot. So having post-processing and high quality possibly increases your FPS. in my end. I don't know about other people. And I don't know if it happens to other people too, but I think that's important to notice things like that because it was weird. It shouldn't have done that, right? But anyways, it's still good that there was the FPS boost. So right now my game is running at like 100 FPS or below, like 100 FPS plus or minus 10. So it's either between those. So yeah. All right, so I am back. I made a mode in the game that makes it so that it's either twin mode, great mode, or gun mode. And as you can say, as you can see from gun mode, great mode is actually a great sword mode, and twin mode is actually a twin blade mode. It's actually pretty cool how he does that. And one of the things that I've actually done is that I can sort of have a procedural animation by equipping animations. That's pretty insane, right? I mean, you can equip animations, but you can't equip it same as the concept as Dark Souls or any Souls-like game. Because if you equip a weapon, you have the same you don't have the same animations, but you have an animation that stays there. But what if I were to consider adding an animation from a lower body and the upper body, and then equip those depending on how the T-pose of Leonardo da Vinci's diagram of a human body. So the lower body is stationed this way. Like they have it like, well, the lower body is basically put in a way that it's, how should I say it, sideways, and the character's in a T-pose. So that's actually pretty interesting. When I noticed that, I was like, huh. So one of the most important things is actually the upper body and the lower body. So if you equip different animations upon that, you get this weird animations that you can do. Like, especially, things have to match though. If you're going to the right way, then you have to go the right way. If you go to the left way, say you execute an attack on the left way, then you have to put a left animation. Otherwise, you equip an animation to the right and the left on the lower body. So if the right upper body is what you're attacking on, and then the lower body is the left of where it's turning, it'll make this weird turning animation. So you gotta consider, like, I have to study the animation of the human body. That's what I need to do. So I'm considering that if I have to equip animations. Another one is that when I was talking about twin mode and great mode and all those modes, I'm able to configure it now to where it's actually sort of configured. Yeah, it's better now. I'll show it to you guys right now. I was able to do some FPS boost. I was able to overcome some obstacles. I was able to do this devlog. And what else? Able to configure some of the twin modes and great mode and gun mode. One last thing was I was able to make a sort of a procedural animation, but not necessarily. Not yet. Maybe in the future. But we'll see. Because I want to make this game memorable through fighting. And from fighting, there could be a story behind it. It could be a lore. Like how Dark Souls has it, you know? Or like any Souls-like game. They have like a lore behind them. Or not necessarily. I'll just put like a storyline, actual storyline on them. Maybe no voice acting for now, but at least some dialogue. It might be good, to be honest. So yeah, hope you guys like this video, and thumbs up and give me a like. Peace. Let's go.